Hello, this is my first video I've made. I just wanted to talk a little bit about Caridinas and my experience keeping them. This tank currently has crystal reds. I don't know what grade they are. But yeah, back when I first started this aquarium, I got it from a friend, and I knew I wanted to do shrimp and a planet aquarium, but I was unsure if I could be up for the challenge for Caridinas because of the water parameters and stuff like that. And I've seen a lot online back when I first started caring for Caridinas. There's a lot of controversy of water parameters, TDS, stuff like that, and how strict you have to be. But honestly, in my opinion, they've been really easy to care for, kind of. In fact, when I first started this aquarium, I had no filter on, but as you can see, I do have a filter on right now, one of those nano filters. This is a 3-gallon aquarium, I think, but as you can see, there's some pretty nice growth in this aquarium. In the back middle, there's Rotala Raw. On the left and right, there's the Rotala Raw, but pink, super pink version, I think. Some pearl weeds. Some of my pearl weeds aren't doing as good, if you can see. And in the foreground, I'm gonna be real, I completely forgot about their names. So yeah, let me see if I can find some of the shrimp. I think I saw one around here somewhere. There's one, I don't know if you can see the colors. He's back there. Maybe I'll put another video of image or something of them. But yeah, there's a good bit of them in there. There's one right here, actually. I guess you can kind of see. Let me flip my phone around. Like right there. Sorry for the algae. But yeah, back when I first started, there was a whole bunch of people saying you needed distilled water or reverse RO water, which is true. I think it makes it a lot easier, but at the time, I didn't have the money for that type of big system. So I don't know if many people know at this moment, but you can use this thing called Zero Water. It's just like a filter like a canister filter for drinking water, but it makes 0 TDS, and it actually comes with, pretty nice because it comes with one of these TDS meters that I often use sometimes, which is pretty good. So yeah, and I did have success. I've bred them in this tank. It might be small. There's actually a good bit of them. It's just really grown in. I haven't cut up the plants in a while, but they're on the back. I think there's around like 20 in here. I initially only had 5, but they bred and like crazy, and now I have a good number. I tried to sell them to some pet stores because I didn't want as many in here, but none of them really accepted it, and I had nowhere else to put them because I'm in college and moving around. So I did have success breeding. I think the best temperature is like 72 kH/GH. I'm gonna be completely honest, I kind of stopped keeping track of that. You can probably search up online for what type of exact numbers they want. I do have some aquarium test kits in case something happens, but honestly, this tank has been running for almost 3 years. There's not much problems. I think if you're starting an aquarium in the beginning, it is really important to check those things, so it is a good investment. I do CO2 in this tank sometimes if I'm not lazy. I make my own CO2. You can find on Amazon. Just type in CO2 generator, and you can usually generate your own CO2 with sodium bicarbonate, which is baking soda, and citrus acid and water. So that's a pretty nice way to save money, I guess. But yeah, the Zero Water was a really good investment in my opinion. It kind of helped me, especially if you're doing a nano tank. Man, it's like saves a good bit of money. You don't really have to switch out the filters very often, but you do need to switch it out once in a while. And I just use this, the B shrimp mineral GH. Check the TDS, and of when I'm doing water changes and stuff, I keep it around 120 to around 150, 160, and they do fine. and they do breed a lot, so I'm guessing I'm doing something right. But yeah, just a small filter. And yeah, I think this is just a good video to see, you know, if you ever wanted to, if you're ever like thinking about doing Neocaridina's or Caridinas, I think this is a video to tell you to go ahead and do two Caridinas. I think they're way prettier than Neos, in my opinion. And I'm gonna be starting a new aquarium, trying to do the Swalzies. I don't remember what they're called, but they're the red shrimp with the white claws. I don't know how that will go, but yeah, I'm gonna try that. Oh, and this light is like a Twin Star B series or something. I don't know, I don't remember, but I like this light. I had other lights before, one that hanging on the back, and it was kind of a pain because they kept on breaking at the end, and then I'd have to go buy them, but they were 20 bucks, so it was pretty worth it. Oh, here's one guy right here. I guess you can see. Sorry, the algae is bad. And that's another thing, algae is a annoying thing right now, but it's not too bad. I just scrape the glass every once in a while, and I do get hair string algae, I think it's called. I don't know, maybe you can see it right there on the floors, but you know, it's not too bad. I just untangle it and bring it out every once in a while once I do a water change. But yeah, I think that Caridinas aren't that hard to care for. Like I go back home and transfer this tank all the time during my breaks, and they're pretty hardy actually. You just have to not fuck up the water column. That's about it. So yeah.